For any striker who wants to score more goals, it is important to get as close to the goal as possible. Getting inside the penalty area is going to give you many more chances to score, giving you a great opportunity to become a predator in the box and a real threat to the opposition. Being a goal scorer isn't about luck, it's about getting into the danger area, focusing your efforts on being at the right place at the right time. And one of the greatest I've seen at that is Ruud van Nistelrooy, the Manchester United striker who scored 150 goals in just over 200 appearances, all but one of them coming from inside the penalty area. And today's strikers are lethal in the box, and they know that they need to get into that area to be having a chance of reaching the top of the scoring charts. And one of the first things for any striker is to make sure that they're making more movement toward the goal, making more runs towards the opposition's penalty area. Doing this is going to give you the opportunity to run in behind the defence and get through on goal, potentially giving you chances for one-on-one goal scoring opportunities. But that might lead to more offside calls, but it's worth it. It gives you the chance to get behind the defence and create more opportunities for yourself. Movement in behind is absolutely vital for any striker who wants to be a predator in the box. So this movement to goal should be a key part of the Predator's game. However, what we see from quite a lot of strikers is them dropping deep, trying to get more touches on the ball and potentially get more involved in the game. And this is great, it's going to give players more chances to create and get involved. However, doing this takes the striker away from the danger area, moving them out of that zone and now putting them further away from the goal. If, for instance, the striker here gets the ball in a deep position and then plays the ball out wide, they've got a long way to travel to get into the penalty area and on the end of a cross. So it's really important that strikers realise where it is best for them to position themselves. So those strikers, like the Haalands and Lewandoskis, try and make sure that they are running in behind the defence, moving to the goal more often, rather than dropping deep. It's putting them in a position where they can get through and potentially have those chances to run in behind and score. And this movement to goal is key. And we can see that from certain players this season. And one of the big players is Harry Kane. At the start of the year, Harry Kane really struggled to try and get into those goal-scoring positions. He was dropping deep a lot and he was getting in positions where he could try and feed the ball through to Spurs wingers such as Son and Bergwijn. But since Conte's come in, Kane has now realised that he's got to get further up the pitch. Conte has put him in a position where he can be more effective, and the goals are now following. Kane is now finding that he's having more opportunities inside the area. And all top strikers do this. They move towards goal, not just in running behind the defence, but in following up on shots. If they can react the quickest, they're going to be there first to have a simple tap in. And the top poachers out there look to do this all the time, preempting what's going to happen and predicting that the goalkeeper is going to drop the ball. So then they've got a chance to rebound and knock the ball into the goal. Top players who you would class as a predator inside the box all realise they have to be active inside the area. And Erling Haaland is probably one of the best examples of this. In 49 Bundesliga appearances, he'd scored 49 goals, which is an incredible record for a player at such a young age. And his goals were broken down into 4 penalties, and 14 of them were also scored inside the 6-yard box. The remaining amount, 30 of those, were scored from inside the penalty area, with just 1 outside the area. This shows how important he feels it is to be active in the area and move towards the goal. Predators in the box are primarily strikers. However, there's been a big change in the game. Attacking midfielders like Bruno score a huge amount of goals. And at the top of the goal scoring charts with 20 in the Premier League this season is Liverpool's Mo Salah. So you can be a predator in the box being in a number of positions, but the strikers really are the key ones that we're focusing on here today. And it's all about knowing where the danger area is and getting into those positions more often than not. If you get in there regularly, there's going to be chances for you to score more goals, and the Predators know that and do exactly that. Now, if we take a look at Euro 2020, here are all the goals listed, and it's really interesting viewing. The red dots show that the goals are scored with 1 touch, yellow with 2 touch or more, and then blue here is from a free kick. So we can see that the vast majority of goals at the tournament were scored in the area, and a lot of them first touch inside that 6-yard area. So it's really important to know where the area is and where the danger areas of the pitch. Predators realise this, and they know that they'll make a bigger influence by getting into the box more often. As the ball goes out wide, they're really focused on being on their toes. You just never know where the ball's going to go. It might be a mishit cross that bounces fortuitously into your path, or it might be that the defender's just unaware that you're on the blind side. What they had to always do is make sure that they are ready. They're proactive, move towards goal, looking to attack the near post and the far post, getting there before the defender does. And one key thing for a predator is that they always anticipate that a mistake is going to be made. It won't happen all the time, but if it is, they're there ready to snap up that chance. So making quick, direct movements to get to the ball before the defender is a key thing that predators do when they're inside the penalty area. Do this more and you'll score many more goals, making you a bigger influence on the attacking end of the pitch. The best strikers will always move into the area, putting themselves in position to score more goals. Hang back and they're a little bit too far away from goal and it's very tricky to score. Now, we all love screamers, picking up the ball from 25-30 yards and bending it in the top corner. And that's something that all players really can work on and develop and add into their game. But if you want to be a player that's at the top of the goal scoring charts, you have to be focusing more on getting into the box. This is your bread and butter, and this is where you'll score more goals. So the key things are to make more runs into the area and follow in on shots, but also be ready, be on your toes, looking to attack the ball as it gets crossed or delivered into the area. Spend more time moving toward the box and the goals will definitely begin to follow. You're putting yourselves into a much better position to score and be an influence. Do this and there's a good chance that you'll be adding those little goals to the tally, adding up to a much larger score as the season goes on.